What's going on, everybody? This is Far Cry 4 on the Alienware 15. This is the latest Far Cry game, created by Ubisoft, however you would like to pronounce it. This game was requested through a private message, so I figured why not. This is a new generation console, console game, as well as came out for the PC, so I figured why not test it. So right now I'm currently on ultra settings. Let's go into the settings right here, just in case you don't want to take my word for it. As you can see, ultra, I'll go through the quality settings. Everything's set to ultra or maxed out or on in general. Graphics quality, VSync is off, 1920 by 1080 full screen. Yeah. So let's look around. I just got done through the first combat part. Unfortunately, I forgot to start recording earlier. I would have shown you that. But let's just look around at the scenery, the texture. Everything looks pretty freaking cool right now. Really fantastic, and it just looks lively. The scenery. Then again, Far Cry games tend to be on spot with that most of the time. Trees, the guns, everything looks nice. The lighting is great too. Let's just run around, check out the creek over here. This looks really cool. Let's go for a swim underwater. Alright, that looks really nice. The FPS is in the top left corner, as per usual in my videos. Right now I'm getting a very solid upper 40s to 50s in my FPS. Let's look at this deer. Let's get the skin. That's something that's very similar to the way the Far Cry 3 was, where you'd skin animals and whatnot. Some cool features in this game though that have been added. Again, everything looks really cool so far. Scenery usually is one of the biggest pluses to the Far Cry games. Sweet, looks like we're about to get into some action. Let's throw some bait. Oh, really?
Gunfire.
Oh, looks like they found it. Okay, so that's an idea of the fighting aspect in this game. Let's loot these guys. Can move the body now too. I don't remember if that was an option in Far Cry 3, but this way you can throw them, you can hide them so that the enemies don't find them, because if the enemies do spot that you killed their guys, they get to tense up and they tend to be more alert to their surroundings, making it harder to creep up on them and stealth kill. And for those of you wondering, my specs are the i7 4710 processor, 8GB of RAM, the GTX 970M, not the base 965, but this is the 970M. And yeah, this is running really smoothly. I did not expect it to run this well. Let me just go over here. We could do that. Oops. Let's fight these guys. They're coming our way. I'll end it after this little fight scene here.
You are going to die.
That was ironic. Whoa. Pretty sure we can climb these, yep. Let's do that. So yeah, I'm gonna end this here. This is a very cool game for anybody interested in open world with missions, shooting, stealth. You can shoot in cars now too, which is a new addition to the Far Cry franchise. You could not do that in previous games. You can also play the story mode online, so you could play with your buddy or buddies or whoever it is that you play with. So that's just a cool little feature that they added. And again, the game itself looks great. Let's just take one more look at the scenery. Everything looks really nice. The water looks amazing. The trees, the mountains look lively. So this is a pretty epic game and just franchise for anybody that's just getting into PC gaming and whatnot. And again, the 970 really handles this game just with flying colors. You should not have any problems. We pretty much stayed consistent with the 40s and the 50s throughout Ultra, even during combat or underwater, or just checking out the scenery itself. As you can see, staying at a very high frame rate. So if you have any requests, feel free to leave them in the comment below. I will try to get to them as soon as possible. Some requests, if they're a little difficult, may take a little longer than others. And if you enjoyed the video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like.